they would be like, dude, you are disrupting the status quo.
I
Good
would
evening,
not.
Carol John shoppers. Welcome to New Comics on Tuesday night. Is a big old table. We had to fold a lot of stuff over, but we're here and we're excited. I stood over here so you could catch a glimpse of our trivia question. Some of you may know what the answer is from last week, so don't tell. But it is, what is Peter Parker's favorite burger place, which also happens to be Norman Osborn's favorite burger place, which they agreed upon before they knew all each other's secrets. So that's pretty cool. John Scheer didn't even know, and he's an amazing Spider-Man person. John Scheer's here. Kevin's here. He's reading. Oh, he's reading a good one. And we are excited to start June and get into the summer-ish. But I was harshly corrected in saying it was the beginning of the summer because it's not until the solstice. So
when you can like bounce that egg without it tipping over.
If I don't comment, you just sound like a crazy person.
Those of us who know the solstice know what we're talking about.
We've actually not a huge number of updates for you, but we do have two very fantastic events coming up in June, both uniquely centered around me. I'm just kidding. Not really. John put out a Facebook post, so I'm going to pre-congratulate myself. It is this Friday is my 15-year anniversary working at the comic shop. So that's very cool. I was not going to advertise it because I'm a humble human being. But that's pretty neat. And I'm pretty excited about it myself and tired. But to commemorate that, we have late night comics happening for ourselves on the 18th of this month. That's the third Thursday. 19th. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. That's on the 19th. That's the third Thursday of the month. So we will be having late night comics that night. Should be beautiful weather. We're going to do something a little special because we're all jacked up about it being summer and nice outside. So we'll see what entails there. I do know John pulled out a plethora of new dollar stock. So for those of you who have been very dedicatedly showing up to late night comics and looking in a box and going, I've looked in this box before, don't worry. Yeah, it won't happen. Well, it won't happen 100% again. So that's really cool. The day before that, on Wednesday, June 18th, is a midnight rental at the Grog Shop, which we've now been doing for 2 years. Me and my wonderful horror host friend Lenora show a mystery movie and react very genuinely to it. It is a really wonderful time. We keep on getting new and new people to show up from the comic shop, and they go, that's really fun. I'm like, I'm sorry you acted surprised, or you're surprised, but yeah, it was. This one is going to be co-hosted by myself, Lenora, and John Dudas. There are going to be several levels of entertainment to that because one of them being John is not very good at talking to a microphone. In my experience of seeing it, maybe he's practiced or something. But we are very excited to have him, and I know he's very excited to do it. So we've got that coming up. What else is going on in June? Everybody's going on vacation.
Yeah,
you're going to see a lot of different people on different days here at the shop, but June's going to be fun. June's going to be a good one. So before we get to this nice full table, we have one first appearance for you. A first appearance in Daredevil number 22 is the character Lionsbane.
Woohoo.
Yeah. With another joyous Ramita cover. One that I simply am in love with. Shall we do the boxes first? You may have noticed we have some Marvel graphic comic short boxes. So some new art on short boxes. You got Ultron up there, Jeff, Thor versus Hulk, very cool. New this week, we have an Emma Frost and the X-Men kind of Hellfire Gala or Hellfire box and a Spider-Girl box. They have some different designs and they decided about making Andrew show you when we get over there. Also at the front of the table, before we get to new stuff, is a bunch of discounted graphic novels. We received a couple collections of graphic novels over the weekend, and we also took the opportunity to shift our graphic novel wall, so we got a little extra space on there and pull off some stale ones, right? Stale ones.
Yeah.
But we'll launch right in there to him, unless Kevin has anything to add.
Great book.
There we go. We'll get to it. It's at the top of the table. Spoilers, Kevin. At the bottom of the table, two collected editions from Image. The first being the third volume of Geiger, an absolute shop favorite in every way, shape, and form. So we're on the third volume there. Next to it, we have two different covers for the first trade paperback of the current ongoing G.I. Joe, part of the Energon universe. The first cover here is the Cobra cover, and the second cover is the Joe cover. Speaking of Joe, the one reprint from Image this week is a reprint. What is it? The 6th?
Something like that, yeah.
Fourth printing. Jesus, John Shear, come on. It's in your file. Right the fourth printing of G.I. Joe #1. So if you want to start that ongoing series but don't want to commit to the paperback, but you should, there's issue #1. And then next to it, G.I. Joe new this week is Real American Hero number 317. We also have the last issue, which means I can read it finally, of The Moon is Following Us from Daniel Warren Johnson and Riley Rossimo and Mike Spicer. That was your cover A. Here's your cover B. And the penultimate issue of Juniba's Monkey Meat Summer Batch. The most anticipated comic. Farmhand is on issue number 22, so they're into their return story arc. Then we got 2 Spawn tie-ins this week. Scorched is on issue number 41, and Salmon Twitch is on issue number 14. Strike that reverse hit, see? 41, 14? No, okay. Yep. Reprints from Marvel this week are quite simply awesome, all of them. Wolverine number 8 was a legacy numbered 400 anniversary issue, and they did a fantastic Daniel Warren Johnson cover that immediately sold out. And then if you got it in the aftermarket, it was like $30 freaking. So now just get the second print cover for cover price. There's the Daniel Warren Johnson cover, but if you're a stickler and you'd like a cover A, there's your cover A for, again, Wolverine number 8/400 reprinted. This is my favorite reprint of the week. This is a reprint of Joe Kelly's Deadpool #1, which is a amazing issue of Deadpool in Canada fighting Sasquatch at a nuclear power plant, and you get to read it in 3D.
Yay! 3D.
Yay! Thanks, Joe Kelly. Keep writing good stuff. Next to it is another reprint that we're all excited about.
Oh, yeah.
We love selling Predator versus Spider-Man. This is an amazing first issue, and now we got a second print of it, and one #2 left because someone put it back today. Next to that is probably, oh wow, I was gonna say the best collection of the week, but there's some stuff on the other side of the table we'll get to in a minute. Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman is a very essential read for Fantastic Four. It is a modern introduction of a lot of elements that I'm sure will play into the movie. Specifically in this issue, you get the introduction of the Council of Reeds, which is a multiversal council of Reed Richards. So they're all the smartest and most arrogant dudes in the room, and they think they can get every problem solved. This is a really, really good primer for Civil War. If you've read that and enjoyed it and didn't really know where it came from. It also is the relative demise of Johnny Storm at the end, which I was reading earlier today while John was trying to talk to me, and I literally was so into it, I just did not listen to it at all. Like, it is, I love the death and return of Johnny Storm. So I'm really happy this collection, for $15 whole, collects, I think it was like 12 or 15 issues in there.
A whole bunch of them, yeah.
Next to that, we've got a reprint of Spider-Man Legend of the Spider Clan, kind of a manga style, to go along with the Spider-Man origin story in the multiverse. And then the collection of Star Wars Battle for Jakku, that big old crossover. Above that is another Fantastic Four reprint. It's Fantastic Four 1, 2, 3, 4, written by Grant Morrison and with amazing artwork by Jay Lee. Next to that is a big old alien collection from Marvel. This one is Galaxy of Nightmares, which is a terrifyingly awesome title.
Yep.
And then one new epic collection from Marvel this week, The Invincible Iron Man, 10 Rings to Rule the World. On the Star Wars side of single issues in Marvel this week, you got Star Wars High Republic Fear the Jedi on issue number 5. You've got Star Wars Jedi Knights on issue number 4. So there's your cover A. Almost, it's your prequel story right now. Here's your cover B, the Jurgens homage. And then your cover C, the lightsaber variant. Right in the middle of the next row is a new issue of Immortal Thor. We're on issue number 24. We got some great covers for that one. That's your cover A. Here's your cover B. Cover C is your Pride cover with Loki on it. And cover D is your design cover. Ultimate Wolverine number 6 was a really wonderful read. This is my favorite Ultimate book at the moment because someone ruined Spider-Man for me, so I'm not reading it anymore. And
even more than Ultimates?
Yeah, I really like this book.
Okay.
Yeah. This one starts off with a classic Wolverine comic opening of quoting Charles Dickens, which everybody loves. We got cover A right there, cover B, and your 1 in 25 variant for $15 by Lionel Yu. Storm is on issue number 9. She's still trucking. There's your cover A. I love that cover B. Oh,
There
a
we
lot of glare. All right, got to overcome the glare. And then we have a 1 in 25 variant for $10. Laura Kinney Wolverine is on issue number 7. I would not kiss someone with my claws out.
Yeah,
Gotta say,
it's-
seems like a risk. You know, there's already a lot of risks in romance, and now you're bringing adamantium claws into it. There's cover A. Here's your cover B. Then we're on to Daredevil with that first appearance and the phenomenal John Romita cover. He'll hear me. He'll hear my sarcasm one of these days. There's cover A. Cover B is your Bring On the Bad Guys variant. And cover C is where it's at.
Yeah.
100%. That's an amazing cover.
That's your cover.
Then we got almost a whole row of One World Under Doom tie-ins in the form of 2 books. Doctor Strange of Asgard is on issue number 4. There's your cover A, cover B, and your Bring On the Bad Guys variant with cover C. Dormammu does look like he's flash dancing.
I mean, as he does.
My guilty pleasure read every month is Red Hulk, and this issue had Thaddeus Frost being hit by a nuclear missile, absorbing the radiation, and then tearing apart Doombots for the rest of the issue. And it's fantastic. There's your cover A, cover B, unbelievable. And cover C, which I thought was lame until I read the issue, and then I was A-okay with Hulk's laser eyes. A-okay with them. And to finish off the row, because I needed the space, is Helverine on issue number 7 with another Hulk appearance who is also red, but not the Red Hulk, but in the form of Hell Hulk. Back to the center of the table gets a Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider on issue number 14 with a great cover A. Again,
Mark
you had your
Brooks.
mouth open.
No, penultimate issue before the final of this series, and then it starts over again.
So I will
So
let the 5 guys who care know.
Yep.
Yeah. Here's your cover B for the starting off the Fantastic variants, and here's your cover C. All New Venom is on issue number 7. It has been revealed who Venom is, and now we're running with the intricate parts of that story. So there's your cover A. Your cover B is the Bring On the Bad Guys variant, and your cover C is almost an homage.
mostly an homage.
Homage. Homage-ish. And then we have a 1 in 25 variant for $15. The next row is all Spidey. Amazing Spider-Man's in issue number 5. We're in the midst of a Hobgoblin knockdown drag out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could tell by the scoff that Sheer approves.
Oh, yeah.
There's your cover A. Love this cover B, to be honest with you. Cover C is your Bring On the Bad Guys variant. And that is a very poorly placed karate chop. Cover D is your design cover. Cover E. Cover F. Then you've got a 1 in 50 Amazing Spider-Man variant for $30 with John Romita Jr. and Sr. working on it. And a 1 in 100 Amazing Spider-Man variant for $40. I really thought I put a cover A in there for a second. X-Men, regular old X-Men, is on issue number 17. They're also in the middle of a story arc, and they're getting their butts handed to them. There's your cover A. Love this cover B. And your cover C. Cover D. Cover E is your Phineas and Ferb homage variant. You heard it right.
Phineas and Ferb is back.
Cover F. And a 1 in 50 all art cover for $15. The first of 3 big Marvel number 1s this week. It was tough to decide which to put at the top of the table.
Was it?
It was.
All right.
They don't need to know how we really feel sometimes. Imperial is by Jonathan Hickman. It is the first foray into Marvel space age stuff since Hulkling's wedding. I was not looking forward to it. I'm a little dismayed with Jonathan Hickman right now because I did not like Wolverine Revenge very much, and I was expecting great things. But I got this out of it, and I'm pretty jazzed because this is a very well choreographed space story. There is politics in it that I thought I was going to roll my eyes at when I was getting to them, but it's politics mixed with like Game of Thrones level action. You've got some good players and not too many of them. Luckily, they introduce you to like your core guys, and then they just show like alien races as a whole and their opinions instead of like introducing this scroll monarch and I'm supposed to remember his name and all that jazz. So you've got your core players with Hulk, because there's been a murder on planet Hulk and it was his son and he needs to go address that. So we're basically following Hulk as the world breaker into a murder mystery, and that's just entertaining by itself.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of immersed in this. It's wordy, but it's world building and it's good. And I'm pretty jazzed about the kind of action that's looking like it's going to come out of this. So Imperial, off to a good start. Very stoked. Cover A,
massive issue too.
yeah, it's a very big issue. $6.99, and it is a solid 20 to a half hour read. So there's your cover A. Cover B, we have a bunch of, because John Dudas has a thing for Deathbird. And I tried to make fun of him earlier, and I think he heard me, and he just ignored me. Next to it is your cover C, is a Scotty Young cover. Here's cover D, the Knock Iconic cover. Cover E is your Marvel Cinematic Universe cover. Cover F is Peach Momoko. Cover G, and a 1 in 25 variant for $15. And that team up is, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. That's set up very well. The World to Come, it's officially Marvel Knights The World to Come. Issue 1 came out this week. Very long anticipated because we haven't had a Marvel Knights book in a minute. This is a very pure Black Panther book in the style of Marvel Knights. It is in our universe, as Kevin explained it to me, but this is kind of a what if such and such happens in the future. A little bit of a murder mystery here too. I won't lie, the narrative style eluded us a little bit because they're jumping to the future and the past and the present, and it's a little difficult to tell since it's not really based on anything that's happened for us in continuity yet. It's a little tough to tell what is happening, but it does seem like it's doing it on purpose so that way the answers can hit a little harder later. I will say this, Quesada and Priest co-write it together. Quesada does the artwork, and it's on point. It's great artwork. It's awesome Black Panther stuff. It's awesome, like, weird post some mysterious race war has happened on this world, and it's post that war, so we're kind of seeing, like, guys fight over pallets of Aquafina water and kill each other. It's weird. It's a weird world. It's a 6-issue miniseries, so we'll see where it's going. But off to an okay start. I'm not gonna lie, an okay start. So there's your cover A. Cover B, amazing. Cover C is your blank cover. Cover D. Cover E. Cover F. And a really great 1 in 25 variant for $15. Right above that is another new Marvel #1. We were shorted our copies of Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, but we are getting them replaced. So for some reason you didn't have it in your file. I think we covered all the files. For some reason it's not in there, let us know. We'll get you covered. But we have the blank cover for #1 and the spiffy shiny foil variant for $12. I'm not going to go super crazy into this book because we're going to get a big stack of it coming in next week, hopefully, and we'll be able to talk about it a little bit more then. But what we really do want to talk about is Galactus versus Ghost Rider. This is another one-shot written by J. Michael Straczynski in the vein of Captain America Volstagg, Rocket Raccoon, and Doctor Doom, Nick Fury, Fin Fang Foom. This is the one I was looking forward to the most. Oh, and Hulk and Doctor Strange. This is the one I was looking forward to the most. This is the one that delivered the most for me. This book is freaking amazing. Juan Ferreira does the artwork for the entire book, so we'll show you a cover here in a second of what his looks like. But Terry Dodson did the cover of this one. Awesome looking. Essentially, the crux of this book is what it sounds like, Ghost Rider versus Galactus. But basically, the Marvel Universe wants to find out if Ghost Rider's penance stare will work on arguably the most mass-murdering tyrant of a being in the Marvel Universe. And they find out in the most spectacular, oversized, weird fashion, period. Right? It's
Absolutely.
a knockdown, drag-out fight. It's a great conversation. Like an awesome conversation. A little bit with Galactus, a lot with the Watcher. There's some really good Ghost Rider stuff, and man, is this entertaining to just see how it plays out.
And honestly, the other thing that I want to see more of, have a Johnny Blaze Thing team-up book.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly because of the beginning of that, where with who puts them up to it.
Yeah. And the end, too, which is a great finale.
Truly a great one-shot. If you have any Ghost Rider or Galactus tendencies whatsoever, Amazing book. Yes, Carl, I already put one in your file. There's your cover A. This is Juan Ferreira on cover B. That's what the entire inside of the book looks like. It's freaking fantastic. And then a 1 in 25 variant for $20. If none of you take it tonight, I'm gonna. Like,
that's gonna
sure.
go.
For
That's
sure.
gotta go in half a second. It's so good. And then DC wise, as always, my pick of the week. If we're gonna get it, we're gonna get Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. This is Chapter 2. If they want to keep making chapters of this, fantastic. First part of the new miniseries. If you didn't read the first miniseries, that's fine. It's everything you need to know is in the title here. It's Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. And as one of the covers will show, there's the bad guys in here, basically the Suicide Squad. And it's fantastic, especially if there's characters within that you dislike. They may not make it to the end of the book. It's wonderful. I love it. It's everything you want from like a giant monster book. Giant monsters fighting each other. So give me 1 second. All right, there's your cover A. Your very cool cover B. Cover C. Cover D. Let me tell you, King Shark makes an appearance in that. And
Oh, you didn't tell him?
oh no,
Okay.
It's great. Yeah. Spiffy shiny foil variant, and then the very wonderful 1 in 25 variant for $15. DC Pride, it's a one shot, Light in the Dark, much like all the other DC books where like the oversized 9.99s, bunch of different writers, bunch of different artists, but unlike that, it is one big giant overarching story.
Oh, cool.
And it is done very well. There's maybe some hiccups between some transitions, but for the most part, very good story. And if you're just like, I just want to read one of the stories, you absolutely can and enjoy it. But there's definitely an overarching story told very well within this book. Probably one of the best 9.99 books they've done so far. Done really, really well. So there's your cover A. There's your cover B. And then there's your cover C. Poison Ivy's on issue number 34. The Little Engine That Could. Way to go, G. Willow Wilson. I love you that you keep making this book and it's still coming out. There's your cover A and your $10 1 in 25 variant for that one there. Absolute Superman number 8. We get to see Ra's al Ghul in his full glory and just being even worse in the Absolute Universe than he is in the regular DC Universe.
My God.
Like,
in such a way.
such a way. It's staggering, like how bad he is in this.
What an a-hole.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, it's a fantastic book. It's the first start of a new arc. It's wonderful. If you're like, you know what, I don't want to read the first 7, fine, start here. This is where you need to start. Cover A, cover B, $10 1 in 15 variant, or 1 in 25 variant, $20 1 in 50 variants. Batgirl's on issue number 8, so we've got that there. But then we've got another Absolute. It's Absolute Green Lantern number 3. Jon Stewart is kicking butt in this issue. He is figuring out what the little tricks are within like the big giant lantern that's around there. We've got more Hal Jordan just being, he's being possessed. It's as good a Green Lantern book as I didn't know I wanted, and it's fantastic. Jon Stewart is my favorite character in this book, and it's fantastic. Cover A, there's your cover B, $10 1 in 25 variant, and a $15 1 in 50 variant. JSA's on issue number 8, and that is a wonderful, wonderful cover for that one there. Birds of Prey, still in the midst of its story arc. We're on issue number 22. There's your cover A. There's your Perez cover B. And there's your cover C. Secret Six on issue number 4. Catman versus Deadshot. Not so much. Catman really sort of saves Deadshot, but talks about why he really hates Floyd. And so a lot of cool Catman and Deadshot stuff going on in there. There's your cover, only cover. Justice League The Atom Project, final issue for that. If you've been reading Justice League and you're like, I just want a little bit more for that crossover, this ties in very well with that. Also does a very good job of making Captain Atom come through okay at the end. Let's go Teen Titans Go. They're on issue number 4. The most fun Teen Titans Go book you can ever imagine. I am so happy this book is so fun. It's great. Facsimile-wise, we're on Batman 618, one of the hush parts. But Action Comics number 775, What's So Funny About Truth, Justice, and the American Way? One of your favorites.
Oh, this is probably my favorite Superman issue beyond American Alien.
Yeah, it's
such a modern Superman book. I'm happy they reprinted it now because it's written back in the early 2000s, just post 9/11, I think.
Yeah.
And it is so relevant to the character of Superman. You really see him so defeated, and like it's hard to defeat Superman, and then to like really bring you into that defeat story and then bring you out of it with a bit of redemption. But it's an uncomfortable redemption. It's a really good Superman story. It's poking fun at him and his character over the past 70 years at this point, but really also re-solidifying it in such a perfect way. I love this book.
It's fantastic. It is a perfect facsimile.
And it's a one-shot.
Yeah. So
it's amazing.
There you go. Collection-wise, DC vs. Vampires World War V Volume 1 we've got collected. And then from the 80s, Jim Starlin, Mike Mignola's Cosmic Odyssey, full deluxe edition.
It's Kevin's pick of the week because there's Mike Mignola artwork.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Well, I just had to say.
Yeah. Below that,
woo!
Maybe the collection of the week.
Woo!
I'm gonna hold it up. It's $10.
What?
Deceased Volume 1.
Oh my God.
And it is perfection.
It's perfection.
It really is. It is so good.
Kevin, I'm gonna get you a copy
At
right
$10, you cannot beat it. If you're like, I don't want to see zombies, you do. You really do. It's so good. We like it so much. We have 2 on the table right now. We're getting 10 more back in. We cannot wait to sell you this book.
It's freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
For $10.
Can't beat it. So there you go. Next to that, for DC's Finest, the Superman Kryptonite from Nevermore. The full story in there. I actually read it years ago when we got a collection in, and it's really, really good. Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos, Volume 2. Let This One Be a Devil is on issue number 4 from Scott Snyder, or from James Tynion, rather. Sorry. Jump Scares also on issue number 4 from Dark Horse. Mark Millar's Chrononauts in a full hardcover collection for $50. There you go.
With blacked out pages. Look. Isn't that
Ooh.
fun? Yeah, it's kind of weird.
All right.
You got to have Mark Millar in a new comic week.
Of course.
In some way, shape, or form.
In some way, shape, or form. Seance in the Asylum, the full collection of that is here. Power Rangers Prime, Volume 1. We've got the full collection for that there. From Titan, Heatseeker. It's a Gun Honey series, Heatseeker Exposed. Issue number 1, boobs.
You can't
spies.
Have international espionage without all your stuff hanging in the wind.
Yep. Next to that, from Oni, Be Not Afraid, or from Boom, rather, Be Not Afraid. I have no idea who these creators are, but the interior artwork is phenomenal. It is super creepy, and basically she's like birthed the Antichrist and then prays to God to stop him, and God sends somebody to stop him.
It's gonna be weird.
Yeah, it is.
In this first issue, he forces a man to gnaw his own hand off.
Oh yeah,
That's
it.
Yeah. I don't need to go further.
Yeah,
He
don't.
He made him do it with his mind.
More collections. Gotcha Man, the Solo Adventures, Volume 1, fully collected. Mark Spears Monsters on issue number 5. There's your cover A, and your Bride of Frankenstein cover B.
Cover double D.
Yep. Pop Kills on its final issue number 4, but we got a couple covers, a couple of them on the table because, hey, J. Scott Campbell did a cover. Hey.
People like that guy. They should come and get this Magic issue from last week.
Out of Alcatraz, they got a second print for issue number 2 because we love it so much. get it. It's fantastic. Chris Cantwell is doing wonderful, wonderful work. Next to that, Six Gun, Road to the Six. It is...
Did you read it?
I did not,
Okie dokie.
but you did.
So, Six Gun is a story by Cullen Bunn that went on a while ago about 6 cursed pistols in the Old West, and they all have supernatural properties, and all these dudes fight over them, and it's awesome. This is a prequel book with 3 stories in it that lead you to that previous series and take you away from that previous series, so it's a perfect bridge the gap of there. I read that series quite a few years ago, and I really liked it, but I didn't remember it very well. Andrea had never read that series. We both read this book today, and then ordered ourselves the volume 1 of the previous series, because this was such a good bridge the gap prequel sequel. So this is a really fun read with a lot of fun stuff in the world, like geisha spider people, and a guy who has ghosts pointing the way for him, but he's like a tracker in the Old West. Like, it's a great, fun, well-imagined, unique world.
I mean,
so
come on, geisha spider people.
geisha spider people. I'm
Yeah.
all jazzed about that. They not only become spiders, they shoot spiders from their mouths.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
Right.
All right. There's your cover A. There's your cover B. There's your $10 1 of
Freaking
10 variant
awesome
for that there.
cover. See, Monster Hunter, like,
I mean,
fit. Oh my
yeah.
god, it's so good.
Star Trek's on issue number 32 of its ongoing series. Godzilla Heist is on issue number 4. Gotta love Mechagodzilla.
Oh, yeah.
TMNT Naruto is on issue number 4. Still good. Still going strong, too.
It's the last
so, still ending now. There's your cover A. There's your cover B. Previews. Has not died yet. We've got another previews. So there you go.
You know they're scraping the bottom of the barrel and they put Aspen on the cover.
Well, yeah.
Michael Turner's been dead for like 25 years.
The Max and Chaffee Animal Island. We've got that collection, but not as good as the Bach Ness Monster, which is awesome.
Cryptid Kids. There's a new one coming out too.
So good. My Little Pony Equestrian Girls, full collection. Kangaroo. Adventure Time, issue 1 reprint. And then next to that, issue number 3.
That's the sexiest cover of the week.
Oh yeah,
So amazing.
that's a
And then-
well-drawn butt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And then Archie's facsimile, it is the first appearance of Kevin Keller. So Veronica, issue number 202.
Do I remember when that came out or am I just imagining it?
No, you probably
Okay,
do.
cool.
Yeah.
And because I promised, here's the other side of those boxes from before. Beyond that, oh, and the boxes are $12, so they're only a little bit more than a normal comic box, and you get Jeff the Shark on it. But that is it. Thank you for sticking with us, everybody, for another evening of new comic books. We appreciate all of the time that you spend with us here in the store and through this virtual medium that we all have to live with now. But enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening, and we'll see you tomorrow for your comic books.